Hey guys, no, it's been about 2 weeks since I last uploaded a video. I tried to get a review up of In the Heights, but unfortunately it's taking a little bit longer for me to get that up than usual. So, instead, I decided that I'm going to use this opportunity to talk about probably my favorite piece of media to come out of 2021, which I know, it's a lot coming from me, so obviously, I'm going to be using this opportunity to talk about the latest special that was released by Bo Burnham on Netflix entitled Inside. But before we get any further, I just want to address the obvious. Yes, I did get a haircut, as you guys can obviously see. Okay, now that we got that all out of the way. Moving on to the actual subject matter. So, first of all, let me provide some background information to the people who may not know who Bo Burnham is or what this special is. So, Bo Burnham is a comedian that, for a while, he ended up getting famous, interestingly enough, thanks to YouTube, because he uploaded a video on his own YouTube account with a song basically talking about his family and such. Eventually, the video ended up becoming super popular, and Bo ended up becoming a very successful comedian. And he had his own show that lasted one season, Zach Stone is Going to Be Famous, or something like that. I think that's what it's called. That got canceled after one season. And he has two other comedy specials that are up on Netflix entitled Be Happy and What. But around 2016, Bo officially announced that he would actually be quitting from doing live stand-up because he would end up getting severe panic attacks whenever he would go live on stage. So for many years, he decided to not do live stand-up. Instead, he did other things, like, for example, he wrote and directed the film 8th Grade, which came back in 2018, when I was still in 8th grade. That's to give you an idea how long ago that was. I'm about to enter 11th grade after the summer is over, and I was in 8th grade when they released that movie, so that's just to give you an idea about how much time has passed since then. But yeah, so there was that. By the way, 8th Grade is a really good movie, and I do recommend that you guys check it out if you haven't already. And then, of course, Bo would go on to later go on to... I did not know this initially, but Bo would later go on to have a supporting role in the film Promising Young Woman. And that was definitely the last place I expected to see Bo Burnham, but yeah, he was in it. And also, apparently, he's going to be writing songs for that Sesame Street movie that Warner Brothers is doing with Anne Hathaway, but no idea when on earth that's going to be happening, so yeah. Anyways, so I've definitely been a fan of Bo Burnham for quite a long time. One thing that I really love about Bo's comedy style is how he's able to not only, be a really good stand-up comedian, but how he's able to integrate music into a lot of his comedy acts, too. Like, a lot of the songs that he writes and sings are not only really funny, but they're also really catchy, too. Like, a couple songs that come to mind right now include Left Brain, Right Brain, Sad, Lower Your Expectations, Everybody Thinks I'm Gay. Yeah, he's done a lot of really funny and really catchy songs, They're really, really great, and I really love them. But then, it came as a complete shock to everybody when around April of this year, Bo officially announced on his Twitter account that that later this year, or in May, that he would be releasing a new comedy special on Netflix. And a lot of people were like, what? A new comedy special by Bo Burnham? This is amazing! Because like I said before, the last time that Bo ever did a comedy special or did live stand-up was back in 2016. And that was 5 years ago, so that was quite a long time ago. And so, it was quite shocking to see Bo return to doing comedy. And then, on May 28th, 2021, the exact same day A Quiet Place Part 2 released, Inside debuted on Netflix. Now, Inside was a special that Bo did entirely by himself. He directed the special, he wrote the special, he shot the special, he edited the special, he came up with all the music for the special. He basically did everything himself. And another unique thing is that he actually filmed the entire thing over the course of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. So, literally throughout the entire year, he filmed this whole special, and none of us knew. Like, we didn't know that Bo was actually doing this. You know, of course, until he made the announcement back last April. And so, another really interesting thing is that Bo was able to do the entire special, well, all within one singular room. You know, all in one room, and honestly, it's quite marvelous. It's Inside is, as I say before, Inside is probably the best piece of media that I have seen so far this year, and I don't really imagine something being able to top it for me personally, currently right now. Of course, you know the songs done by Bo Burnham were fantastic. Probably my favorite one that comes to mind is the Welcome to the Internet song. That one was probably my personal favorite song. But I also really liked all the other songs that he did too. I really liked the song that he did about sexting. I really liked the song that he did about white woman's Instagram. That was really funny. And another thing that I really dug about the special is how, obviously, of course, Bo is, you know, making really funny things, making funny jokes throughout the special. But what I find also interesting about this special is how it's also a really interesting glimpse into the psyche of Bo Burnham, at least at this given point in time, because, like, you can get the sense the fact that Bo is generally unhappy when he's making, like, you get the sense the fact that he is really unhappy, as, you know, shown in this aptly titled name, S-H-I-T. I can't say the full name of the song because, obviously, of course, I'm worried the fact that, you know, YouTube will demonetize me and other things like that, even though I'm not actually making any money, but, you know, gotta take that precaution just in case. But anyways, yeah, he definitely has this feeling of, like, you know, he does not feel great about himself. And it also didn't help the fact that literally while he was making the special, he turned 30. Literally, and exactly halfway through the movie, like halfway through the special, Bo literally just, he sits alone in a room, just with the microphone, the lights are down, he's like, you know, in just a few minutes I'm going to be turning 30, and I hoped to release the special before I turned 30, but obviously that didn't end up happening, and I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my 20s while they last, and then back to work. And then it's just, wow, just sitting in the room, just looking at the clock he has next to him in silence, until it reaches 12 a.m., and he's like, time to get back to work. And you can also generally see the fact that, you know, Bo sort of becomes a little bit more, like, he had a little bit more enthusiasm in the beginning, from what I could tell, but after he turned 30, it definitely seemed the fact that his psyche sort of took a bit of a nosedive a little bit. In fact, literally during the song in which, you know, he mentions about how, you know, he's turning 30, he mentions, in 2030, when I turn 40, I'll kill myself then. Which, yeah, the thing is, the special is rated TVMA, and two of the notices they mentioned were that it had language and suicide. And I'm like, wait, where does the suicide factor in? And then as soon as he said that lyric, I instantly knew why. And then Bo then proceeds to talk in front of the camera, saying the fact that he doesn't actually want to commit suicide. He doesn't think that you should commit suicide. I don't think that people should commit suicide. Like, as he said before, and like, he's known people that have done that before in the past and it didn't feel great. But he still mentioned the fact that if there was an option in which, like, you could kill yourself for a year, like for a full year, you'd be dead and you'd be back after a year, he said that he'd do it. Which definitely sort of gives you an idea of sort of where Bo was currently at least when he filmed the special. And yeah, obviously, of course, a lot of people think, you know, this is a comedy special, but there are funny moments throughout it, but it's very much like how it's very much like a drama, or how a horror film has jokes throughout it. It's to be able to offset and relieve some of the tension that is happening throughout the course of the special. Now, another thing that's unique is that the actual special itself, I keep saying about unique, but there's really no other way to say this, but another interesting thing about the special is that, you know, and even Bo himself mentions the fact that after reviewing the special, it's like, you know, it's not the most coherent special. Like, the transitions aren't exactly the most seamless between each of the different segments that he'll do. Like one moment, like, he'll be just, you know, he'll be singing a song, and then the next moment it just abruptly cuts to him performing another sketch. Like a company or a brand, you know, wanting to be able to make change or other things like that. And another thing that I really find so fascinating is that how there's definitely a lot of abstract moments that happen, particularly towards the end of the special, that happen throughout the course of this. And it honestly is it's an experience. It is quite something that I've never been able to, like, I've experienced before in the past. I can never really say that. It's just, yeah, I'm running out of things to say about Inside, because I feel like the fact that if I just kept on mentioning stuff I liked about it, I'd just be treading familiar ground with literally everybody else, because everybody who's seen the special and has talked about and reviewed the special, they probably highlighted a lot of other stuff that I've mentioned here. But yeah, so Inside is absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10. I'm actually being serious here. 10 out of 10. Probably the best thing that I've seen all year. And given the stuff that I've seen, that's definitely saying a lot. And I really do recommend the fact that you guys, you yourselves, check out Inside and make your own opinions of that, because I do legitimately think the fact that more people should see this special. Obviously, of course, probably, you know, a lot of people have already seen the special, but I want those who are a bit hesitant or have not yet seen it to be able to make the time to actually watch it, because I do think it is worth your time. It is literally less than an hour and a half. It's only like an hour and 27 minutes. You can manage it. It is really worth it. Trust me when I say you will want to watch this. No, you will want to watch it. So, yeah, that's it. That's really all I have to say about Inside. Fantastic. Well, if you somehow happen to be watching this video, I hope you're doing good, man. Like, I seriously hope the fact that, for one, you're happy with the way the special turned out and how people are reacting to it, and two, I hope you yourself, as a person, are doing okay now. Or at least, you're in a level, and you're at a mindset that you feel like you can at least say that you feel okay. I hope you're doing good, man. Thank you for making such an amazing special. Thank you. So, yeah. Let's close out. Apathy is a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Don't really know how else to really end this, so I guess I'm just gonna end it. Don't really feel like the usual way of the Stagel bang. Like, I don't really think the fact that I really want to do that for this video. Couldn't think of it. It's really got me thinking. Yeah. This was my video talking about Inside. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have a review for In the Heights maybe sometime this weekend alongside Luca, which is the new Pixar movie that is being done. Yeah, just I'll see you when I see you.